Sports revival, your place for your sports survival. Red team, believe that Red team. Hold now, about that time to rock the mic in his hand. He's the voice, he's the show, he's the big guy man. When the road goes on, you see him shuffling weave. He's got Rev on the front and the back, say believe. Yeah, it's Rev T and the sports revival. He hyping up the fans and trolling the ride. Come on, he tell it to the young like he tell it to the old. Believe in march with me. Cash United and Mystics, Nats and Whiz Kids. He marches from the heart for all the teams in that district. With easy football, it's all the same. He gonna rep the team no matter what's the name. Yeah, so tell your friends and fam all across the land. It's time for the gospel from the people's hype man. I'm at the seat, the fan soldier with flow. So turn up the volume and enjoy the show. It's the sports
yeah, baby.
VA, Maryland, the DC, come on. Rev T says march with me.
And you gotta believe.
One
Yeah.
time for the city. Let's get it.
Yeah,
It's the sports
baby.
revival.
I tell it to the
Place
young.
for your sports
I
survival.
tell it to the
Rev
old.
T, come on.
You gotta come to the Red T Sports Survival to fill up your soul
He say,
with a little bit of sports talk. You gotta believe.
give me that funky part. Now drop it, don't stop.
Big shouts out the Commander Master Chief on that cut.
Yeah. Red T, DMV.
Man, what's going on, y'all? You know, I got a lot I want to get into real quick. And you see the topics at hand that I want the people to be attuned to, right? And one thing that's good and true that's been heavy on my mind is this thing going on at Georgetown. Patrick Ewing. It's like Patrick Ewing is like John Thompson's son. He's not a Thompson, but he is a Thompson. And he was inherited like John Thompson III, the Georgetown Hoya program. And I don't want to hear the excuses about COVID and recruiting or whatever. Right now, they on the 18-game win losing streak. That's not Georgetown basketball. And I know some of y'all might not want to hear this, but Patrick Ewing is not in tune with this city like he used to be. And at the end of the day, you know, his recruiting, his ties to the city. People my age, they know him from Georgetown. The younger generation, they got a glimpse of him, of what he did with the New York Knicks. But when it all transcends back to his ties to the DMV, that was almost 30 years ago. And there's a disconnect. His name carried weight, but it doesn't carry weight. Why I say that? Well, you know, look who he recruited, man. I mean, it's nowhere in the world that you could tell me that Patrick Ewing is out here and he's recruiting people at a high level to come play at Georgetown right now. It's a disconnect somewhere. And somewhere along the way, something is going to have to be corrected. And my best way to correct that is Patrick Ewing needs to leave Georgetown. And he needs to go out gracefully. I don't want to hear no more about, oh, he needs some more time to recruit. No. There's no way in the world that he doesn't have a premier or star player on that team in that program at Georgetown. And just like it's trickling around that Merlin is seeking out Rick Pitino, Georgetown needs to go get a coach in the area that is respected by these youngins that can bring some winning back to Georgetown. Because right now they in bad shape. And when it all comes down to it, I believe that Patrick Ewing should go. I love him. I remember the Georgetown cards we used to collect. Patrick Ewing, Reggie Williams, Sleepy Floyd, David Wingate. I could go down the line of the names. But that don't carry weight no more here in the DMV. You go get Allen Iverson, probably get more recruits than that. Or Patrick Ewing need to go get some of the alumni that's more up to date with the youngest and bring them on the team as assistants. But right now, that Georgetown program in bad shape. Next thing I said I wanted to get into was this thing with the Wizards. I think the Wizards won last night against the Pistons, if I'm correct. Somebody tell me this thing wrong. But before that, they was on the 3-game losing streak. And, you know, let's talk about it. Wes Unseld Jr. was brought in here because he was a defensive-minded coach, correct? Wes Unseld was brought in here because they say he relates to the youngest, correct? Well, how's that working out for the Washington Wizards right now? You can't continuously to go out and give up 120-something points a game and still think, oh, we going to get back in this. Oh, we got a chance to win this game. And at some point, Wes Unseld got to find a way to make these guys buy into his defensive scheme because as of right now, they struggling. And they fighting and they battling to try to get that AC spot or whatever in the playoffs, NBA playoffs, but that's far from fetched from right now. They got to figure out how to play defense on a consistent basis and win some games defensively by shutting these teams down. That's my take. Okay. Next thing I want to get out, the Caps. What you're seeing with the Capitals now is that they need to start to get young again. And the Capitals are old, and it's starting to catch up with them. That's why you're not seeing the Caps are old with the Ovechkin and crew winning these games like this because they're getting old now, even Ovi. And Ovi got stress on his mind, too, for other reasons. Let's be honest. Our prayers go out to those people in Ukraine and even in Russia that's losing soldiers because they are told to fight this war. But the Caps, we might be seeing the end to the Ovechkin run here with the Capitals. Big shouts out to Mike Zimmerman, who retired with the Nationals a couple of weeks back, about a week and a half back. But at the end of the day, we starting to see the end of this Capital championship run. You starting to see that these players that they had are starting to get old. They need to get younger with their players in order for them to be able to start to contend. They got to learn how to beat Pittsburgh still. So that's my take on that. And then now let's get down to this thing with the Commanders and it to this quarterback. Trubisky, people saying go get Malik Willis. Some people saying, well, I feel like they should go get Pickett. I mean, you know, I even heard, I saw a post that was saying, what's going on? What's up, baby Billy? That was saying that they might possibly try to go out there. It's a possibility that Jared Goff is available from Detroit. which me personally, I think might not be a bad fit for the Washington football team, Jared Goff. Just to get him over now, will he sell tickets like they want with his new name? No. But now with Mitchell Trubisky, it's a 50-50 thing. You don't know which Mr. Trubisky going to show up, right? You don't know how Scott Turner is going to cater to him in this offense. So it's a lot of questions there. And me personally, I just rather go ahead and draft a rookie and just run 3 years from there and groom him. Preferably pick it. Going to get the running quarterback, it's cute, it's fun. It'll win you a couple of games, but it also lose you a hell of a lot of other games as well, some important games. And big shouts out to Travis Thomas Spurs on Team 9. They asked a question about whether you rather want a running quarterback or like 2012 RG3. No. And the only people who are thirsty to see a running quarterback with the Washington Commanders is youngers that ain't really never seen that team win anything. Super Bowls, championships, NFC championships, not just NFC East division titles. So I say no to the running quarterback. They need a pocket passer. He got a little footwork in him, but can get the ball out quickly to these receivers off anticipation. Is what this team needs in order for them to be successful. Because what people are not really talking about, they just spreading words about it, is Terry McLaurin. If you don't get him a quarterback that's going to be here for the long term, that he knows and feel confident is going to get him the football and make him look like an all-pro, a pro bowler that he is, he's gone out of Washington. So Washington right now, they in the case where the Commanders, they damn if they do and they damn if they don't. And if they do it, they got to do it right, because if they don't, then they going to choke. They got Tyler Heineke here, right? Back up at best. I mean, let's be honest. Tyler Heineke, yeah, he made some plays, but he's back up at best. You hit him, you put him in the ground, you start making that shoulder hurt. The passes get shorter and shorter and shorter when he throws. So I'm looking at Pickett, heard people's Corral or whatever, people Willis, right? But at the end of the day, you need a quarterback that can make plays. And I'm intrigued a little bit by Willis. He got some good footwork, but at the end of the day, he can make plays down the field too. His top defensive talent, he was doing more running than passing. And a lot of those defensive players, guess what? You're going to see in the NFL next year. And a lot of those defensive players he played against, guess what? It's players in the NFL that run faster than them boys on defense, on the defensive line at the linebacker position. So do you want to run the court? It works for a minute, but then after the minute is gone, right. So, is there anything else I want to get out of here before I go? No, but I'll be back though. I got some more things I want to talk about. I just can't think about what I want to talk about yet or whatever. But that's things I just wanted to hit on. Patrick Ewing, he should go. The Wizards, Wes Unseld Jr., he need to find a way to help that team buy into his defense, because right now they not playing good defense. And that's why the Wizards losing a whole lot of games that they should be winning. And the Caps, they need to start to get younger because they're getting older and it's starting to catch up with them. And the Washington Commanders, well, I could say a whole lot of things about the Commanders, a whole many things, but they need to go get a quarterback that throws off of anticipation and that's accurate and create plays, not with his feet, but with his arm strength. And his understanding of defensive in the NFL is the only way that the Washington Commanders will be successful with whoever they get a quarterback, whether it be a veteran, whether they go draft a rookie, right? But anyway, I just wanted to drop that in your ears to make it real clear. Again, I'm Tavon Fennell Sr. At hashtag RevT is where you can find me at all over social media. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Go share the post. Go like and subscribe over there at YouTube, The Sports Revival with Rev T, right? Rev T Sports Revival on Facebook. Tavon Fennell Sr. at DC Hype Man, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Did I get it all right? Let's go. I'll holler at y'all next time, y'all. Believe, love somebody, march with me. Ow.
He's got Rev on the front and the back, say believe. Yeah, it's Rev T and the Sports Revival. He hyping up the fans and trolling around. Come on, he tell it to the young like he tell it to the old. Believe and march with me. Caps United and Mystics, Nats and Whiz Kids. He marches from the heart for all the teams in the district. With easy football, it's all the same. He going to rep the team no matter what's the name. Yeah, so tell your friends and fam all across the land. It's time for the gospel from the Bible hype man. I'm back to keep the fans soldier with flow. So turn up the volume and enjoy the show. It's the Sports Revival. BMV, VA, Maryland, and DC. Come on. Rev T says march with me, and you gotta believe. One more time for the city, let's get it. It's the Sports Revival, your place for your sports survival. Rev T, come on. He say, you gotta believe. Now give me that funky part. Now drop it, don't stop.